This is the property that the city of Denison charged me $500 to mow. Let's talk about it.
Make me work, make me sweat inside, make me feel like I'm alive. Take this hurt, lady, throw it in my face. Don't let these bones slow you down. 'Cause I'm coming on strong. Grass should have looked greener. I need a true believer in the sky.
Okay guys, Justin Briscoe here. We are in Denison, Texas. We are real estate investors. We buy and sell lots. We do new construction. We have tiny homes. We do Airbnb. We have commercial rentals. We have long-term rentals. We do a little bit of everything within real estate, and that's why we call ourselves real estate investors. So today, we're here at our lots on Chandler. We actually sold these properties last Friday. The reason why we are here today is because I had just received some invoices from the city of Denison who came in and mowed my 3 lots, and those invoices amounted to over $500. But I promise you, we mow our properties, and this happens very rarely, but it happens. We have a landscaper, and that's his full-time job is mowing yards and doing landscaping, and he works for us, and he mows all our properties for us, and we get an invoice just about every week, every 2 weeks. And so I promise you, we mow our lots. We work really hard staying on top of them, and we've worked really hard to get the properties looking the way they do. That invoice got sent to the title company because it was set up as a mowing lien, which was kind of wild. They had sent the invoices and immediately was put on the property as a mowing lien, and that was taken out of my closing statement. Anytime we sell a property, they get their mowing liens. It's not like they don't get paid from Briscoe Homes on the mowing liens whenever this happens. A little bit of history about this property. It's a really cool lot. It's what you would call a half city block, being 150 foot wide. If you look all the way up to the top over there, that's about 350, 400 foot. You can kind of see those houses back there. That's the road called Tone. So we owned all the way from Chandler all the way back to Tone, 400 foot deep, and we're 150 foot wide. And originally it was platted for 8 lots going this way. And you guys can check out the link down below on the episode that we did on this previously when we were clearing it and getting ready to put it on the market. This road right here, it's an extension of the Monterey. Originally, a half city block's 8 lots. These lots went like this along Monterey. So they were 50 by 150 foot deep, and they had frontage of Monterey. But because that road's not developed, we replatted it. And instead of 8 lots, we turned into 6 lots. And so instead of the lots going this way, we turned them this way. So now we have 6, but they're 50 by 200. So we have 1 lot, 2 lot, 3 lots. Back there on Tone frontage, we have lot 4, lot 5, lot 6. So that saved me a lot of money not having to put 400 foot in of curb and gutter. We acquired this property 7-8 years ago, but we purchased this half city block. I've since sold the 3 lots on the backside, and we put these 3 lots on the market. So when we acquired this property 7-8 years ago, it was completely grown up. Where we're standing right now, you could not stand here. You can look at that parcel. What that looks like right there, it looked like that previously. We came in last year and got it all cleared up, spent a lot of money, moved a lot of dirt from the backside where it was nice and level, took out a lot of trees. We left all the big trees. We leave trees when we can. Those were on the front. Those weren't getting in the way of the pad or us moving dirt. So I promise you, we really do try to leave trees when we can, but all the stuff in here was it's a lot of underbrush, and if there were big trees, they were going to be in the way of where the house was going to go or the pads. It had gone through a sheriff's sale. No one wanted it. And back then, they used to do things called a resale. And it went through the resale. No one wanted it. I believe it probably went through the resale for like $500. And that's how worthless this property was back then. There's a ton of back taxes on it. I don't even recall what the back taxes were, but the city for sure wasn't making any money on it and hadn't made money on it for years because no property taxes was getting paid. We came in as investors, of course, saw the opportunity of what it could be in the future. I believe we picked up this parcel for $500 or $600. With it being all grown up, when it's grown up like this, I guess city's not going to require you to mow it. I mean, there's nothing to mow, right? I mean, as you look at that property over there's tall grass everywhere. I mean, you look at the place behind us too. We cleared it. I guess the moral of the story is don't clear the land and you don't have to mow it. Did a lot of dirt work and got ready to build on it. With these type of things transpiring with the city of Denison, and you guys have seen my other videos, just a lot of things that have gone on, become real demotivated, and I hate that. We've been in this business for 10 years, but things have changed. Like I said, I used to be a lot more motivated, and whereas I cleared this land and did all the dirt work to build 3 homes on it, end of last summer, we decided to go ahead and change directions and not build on it, and just where the market's at and for what I could sell these lots for, we decided to list it. And like I said before, we sold it last Friday. Point being to all that, we took a property that was a liability to the city of Denison, purchased it, and started paying taxes on it. Taxes probably hadn't been paid on this thing for 10, 15, 20 years prior to that. Fast forward to this year, we have been mowing this property as of this summer, and we were mowing it last summer too, because we just cleared this. When we took over paying taxes, I think this whole thing was probably valued at like 8 grand. So the city, I mean, back then, I mean, they weren't making a lot of money on taxes. Each one of these lots are now worth 10 grand a piece based off the county tax roll. So we took a total parcel worth 8 grand as far as the tax roll counts it as a value, and we have since turned it into $60,000 based off what's on the tax roll. And I'm sure that's gonna go up because we just closed on this property last week and it sold for $80,000 for 3 lots. You kind of see the gist of my story here is we took a liability and we've done a lot of work to it, and we've created now this asset that's actually worth something, and it's now putting tax dollars back in the city's pocket. Let's get to the subject. My mowing guy only charges me $25 a lot, so 75 bucks to mow the whole place. There's no weed eating, there's no edging, there's no structure here. He's literally dropping off the 0 turn and he's sitting here mowing. I don't know how long it takes him, but it's just a real quick, easy mowing. And so, like I said, some of y'all might think $75 is cheap. I think it's fair. Back in the beginning of July, I received a letter saying, hey, here's a warning. If you don't mow this property, the city of Denison is gonna mow it for you. And I get those all the time, and I appreciate that. It's a warning. Like, I love warnings. That kind of prompts me to text message or call my landscaping guy, and at that point in time, he comes out and mows it. Well, we got the letter, it sat in an envelope for a little while in our office, and by the time I opened it, it is probably already a week old since they had mailed it to us and we actually opened it. So we opened it, so I text my mowing guy like, hey, we gotta get over there and mow these 3 lots. We got a letter last week, let's get them mowed. He didn't get over here as quickly as we would have liked for him to, and so the city came in and they decided to go ahead and mow it. And then that happens. I mean, that's part of doing business here. When they mow it, I guess they pay their mowing guy $42 a lot, which, I mean, all power to them. I mean, I think that's a little bit more than what they should be paying, but they do a good job mowing for the most part. But the city of Denison then taxed on a $125 admin. So each one of these lots cost me $167 per lot, which comes out to $501. And that's what I received an invoice for. And when we sold the property, they had already placed a lien on it. Those were backed out and taken out of my closing cost. What should have cost me and has cost me in the past $75 to mow now costs me $501 to mow. That's where I get pretty frustrated at. They call it an admin fee. Let's call a spade a spade. It's a tax. That's all it is. And there's gonna be a lot of y'all out there that are gonna come to bat for me and say, oh, the city of Denison's making so much money. I don't believe they're making money on these lots. On me, they are. They only had to pay however much, 120 bucks to mow this, and they end up getting paid 500. So yes, on me, they made money. So the point I'm trying to make is let's say there's 10 properties like this that are getting mowed. Mine is one out of maybe the 10 who are actually paying their mowing fees currently. That's why I believe they charge so much on the admin fee, which I'm calling a tax. So at the end of the day, we're sitting here. I've got these lots that we bought. We've done a ton of improvements to it. We've made them better. We've put money in the city of Denison's pocket from a property tax perspective. And unfortunately, what should have cost me $75 ended up costing me over $500. And I just don't agree with that. The one time we don't mow it and I don't get my landscaping guy over here quick enough, we get dinged. Again, as you guys can tell, I'm super demotivated. I'm very frustrated with the city of Denison. That's kind of why we're to the point we're at now, just feeling like we're at the top of the market and just dealing with all this stuff with the city that you guys have seen before, where they were nailing me on the house I didn't paint. I have a few other properties I'm having issues with the city of Denison, but this being one of them, it just sucks. And I get it. I mean, there's gonna be haters out there. Y'all are gonna say, you're this big time real estate investor. Suck it up, buttercup. Go mow your properties and quit crying, making these videos why the city charged you 500 bucks. And I get it. I mean, haters are gonna hate, that's fine. I just can't get over the fact that something that cost me $75, the city can come in and charge me 500 bucks for. A quick phone call would have gone a long ways, and we wouldn't have been having this video today. I'm joking, but no, seriously, call me and I'll take care of it before you charge me $501. At the end of the day, guys, everything ended up okay. Yes, I ended up paying $500 for a mowing that should have cost me $75, but we bought this place real cheap. Yeah, we paid taxes on it. We've mowed it all these years. I spent a ton of money clearing it, moving dirt, but we did sell it. I'm sure the property taxes are gonna go up even more now because they're gonna see the comp, they're gonna see what it sold for. If you guys are wondering, we sold it for $80,000. I think I mentioned that earlier. A lot of y'all are gonna say, hey, you bought it for $600 and sold it for $80,000 and he's out here crying because he's paying $500. Like, yeah, I'm gonna cry anytime I have to pay something I don't feel like I should have to pay. But I also wanna be clear, like that's not all profit. That's not a net profit. As I just said, we've been paying property taxes for years. I've been mowing this thing for the last year and this year. I spent a lot of money on getting it cleared. I mean, we cleared it, took out a lot of trees, just did a lot of work here, moved a lot of dirt to make this to where there's buildable pads. So yeah, we've done a lot of stuff to this, and we've made it a really cool asset that now there's gonna be 3 houses built here, and they're probably gonna be $180,000 homes. I mean, they've taken a liability 8 years ago that they weren't getting paid property taxes on, and Briscoe Homes comes in and develops it and makes it marketable and sells it, and now they're gonna be collecting property taxes on whatever, $500,000-$600,000 worth of property. So you guys let me know what you think. Like I said, there's gonna be haters out there, they're gonna say, hey, just mow it and be quiet, quit making these stupid videos. But I don't know. I mean, if you were in my shoes, if you were an investor and you had all these properties you were taking care of and every once in a while you got dinged, I'm sure you'd be a little frustrated, but leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you're new to the channel, I explained earlier, we're at Briscoe Homes, we're real estate investors. We have over 80 videos right now. Go check out some of our other videos. Check out the link down below where we did this video a few months back with us getting it cleared and getting ready to put on the market. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think. If you've not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave some comments down below. Until next time, peace.